Welcome to another EBX discussion. And I thank those, because when you're alive and breathing, you back to fight another day, as I always say. And I always got to give them honors to my ancestors. And my father, may he rest in peace and in power. My mom, still alive and vibrant. And may all our families prosper and everything we touch turn to gold. And may any of you that have family members that you held dear, may they rest in peace and in power. And I like to do that because I'm going to keep our loved ones' spirit strong. And we're going to keep this spiritual momentum strong. And welcome to that higher power that laughs at those that are sneaky and evil, and those that have a high vibration. My soldiers and soldierettes, we laugh at those that are sneaky, conniving, manipulative, and we're going to break down being sneaky, manipulation, and unscrupulous individuals. And unscrupulous can be in many things, person, place, or thing, something I always say. And we do. Those with a high vibration that has been through the struggles and the woulda, coulda, shouldas and have made it to that super self-awareness point. A lot of us have made it to this point, especially these days. And I always say that higher power will weed out those that haven't worked on themselves, unless you have some born mental illness or something you can't control. But if you're a functioning, well-breathing, and somewhat educated, whether you're young or an adult, in these times, if you got some sense, you should know better. Because we all have that inner voice. All of us. I don't care who we are. Everyone has that higher power within us. It's just that some of us don't listen to it. So that's why those that are riding on a high vibration, on a high, very great vibration, my great brothers and sisters out there that's reaching and teaching, those that are in the trenches, those that are on the front line, all those that are in the areas where we are needed. Because remember, that higher power places us, especially those that are connected to that divine. He puts us, or that force, and Mother Nature, because I never leave Mother Nature out. Remember, I use three forces: the great creator, Mother Nature, and the universe. That's what the higher power consists of, three forces. And it's got a hold of a lot of us out here. That's why a lot of us are powerful and standing firm, steadfast. Put that in your spirit. Study on that, sneaky people. Steadfast. You have to stay with it. You can't just give up on yourself, because when you give up on yourself, you're also giving up on those that you are connected to, because many of us have families and we have righteous individuals that we're connected to, brother or sister, whether within the family or outside the family. That's why when you come on this walk and you finally get to that success status in our minds, the one golden rule amongst many rules on this walk: always stay within, lose oneself in that higher power. Something I've said on a recent podcast. And you're more than welcome to listen to any upliftment, anything to help your spirit stay strong. Whether it's music, videos, podcasts, you're more than welcome to go on my channel. And any other brother and sister that's out there speaking and lifting those spirits and saving souls, listen to them too, not just me, because that's what it's all about. We have some great brothers and sisters out here that's might be doing the same thing I'm doing, or might even be better. But remember, we're with that higher power. There is no better. It's just different. But when you have that success state of mind, that's how your mindset will be. Now, like I said, again, that higher power laughs at those that are sneaky and evil. It's hilarious. Ha ha ha. It is. It's hilarious. Especially when you get to a point. Now, I'm not saying like laugh at things that are serious with individuals, because like I said, some people have things that they can't control. But this is for the ones that are aware of their evil, sneaky ways. And we're going to start off with sneaky. And the definition of sneaky is persistent in one's mind, but reluctantly held or not fully recognized, or nagging. And I've come to know that too. A lot of sneaky, manipulative people are always nagging, and they nag at those with a high vibration. And another part of that definition is or an unpleasant sneaking habit. That's why you always hear about breaking habits, because a lot of habits that a lot of us have carried all our lives, they still hide in our bodies. So that's why you have to take, moments like this. And it's not just speaking on YouTube, but just moments in general. And we have to study ourselves so we can detect those things that hide in our body. And those that are not seeking righteousness and being sneaky and evil, this is what you're missing out on. Your life can be so much better. It is up to you. You have to study yourself on the regular, because as long as you're blinded on the outside, you'll never get to know your inside, your inner. You'll never have that inner peace if you don't take time to study and meditate. And it's a lot of words that can go with sneaky: secret, private, hidden. And I want to clarify, I'm a private person. I'm a firm knower of there's power in silence. But I do it to charge up, to think about things, to come up with solutions. Because what I say in a recent podcast, ladies and gentlemen, when we are by ourselves, now I'm talking about if we're righteous now, if we're righteously by oneself, that higher power will speak to us. There is a difference. Now, we're going to move on to manipulation. Now, manipulation can be used for righteous things also, to do good things. It's just that manipulation is mostly used by evil people, unfortunately. Now, manipulation, the definition of that: the action of manipulating something or someone in a skillful manner, good or bad. Okay. Then we got another part of that definition: action of manipulating someone, something, or someone in a clever or unscrupulous way. Now that's where manipulation goes wrong. See, that's why you have to break. I know a lot of my high vibrational brothers and sisters are aware of these things, but some are not. We got to remember, there's always those that are just starting on this walk. Again, I'm going to read that definition of manipulation, the second part: action of manipulating something or someone in a clever or unscrupulous way. Now that's where it goes wrong. And unfortunately, we have some evil, toxic entities out there that think they can outdo the higher power. Oh, that's so funny. You got individuals out there, entities, evil people, evil individuals, person, place, or thing, that think that they are above that higher power. Oh, that's the funniest thing ever to me. And that's the funniest thing to our higher power. Because if you're better than Mother Nature, the great creator, and you bigger than the universe, yeah, the higher power is laughing at you. And so are those of us in a high vibration. We know better. We know that higher power leads the way. So if you think in that way, you're going to forever be in a mental prison. And I feel sorry for you. And I say that sarcastically because it's funny when evil people come up against those with a high vibration. We can sense what you're doing. And we let karma take care of you, which is also tied in to that higher power. And we can never forget that law of attraction. You'll hear this a lot from me and many other teachers and brothers and sisters. What we put out is what we get back. So remember that, my evil, toxic people out there. And we're going to go down to unscrupulous. Let's talk about the definition of that. Having or showing no moral principles, not honest or fair. Now, a lot of us that are on this real, are righteously awakened, we run into this a lot. And I want see, my righteous brothers and sisters out there, we always know this. This is a class for you evil people out there. This is a little breakdown of things that a lot of us that are on this righteous path, this is what we teach. This is what we think. And like I said on another podcast, evil, toxic ass people, you better get your shit together. The truth is here. And our ancestors are alive and well, whether you know this or not. And a lot of us that are on this high vibration, we are interconnected. And when we stay with that great creator, Mother Nature, everything will come back in full circle. Everything will come into fruition. And those that chose that bad side, that dark side, that evil dark side, because everything comes from blackness. But we're not talking about that kind of blackness. We're talking about the dark side, the evil side, the things that can bring toxicity into you and fester and come out, and it can infect those that are around you. Because a toxic person is just like a disease, and they'll infect any one of those that, especially if they're not aware. But again, you have those that are aware of what they do, and that's sad. And a lot of them do hear that voice. Like I say, that higher power speaks to all of us. It's just that some of us don't listen. The same as Mother Nature. She speaks to all of us too, because she nourishes our outside. And if you want, I made a video about that. Hug Mama Nature from the inside, and she'll nourish us on the outside forever. But even if, always be accountable for your mistakes. No matter what people say, no matter the outcome. It's always better, a better way to cleanse yourself, forgive yourself for any impulses you might have made or thought about or did. It's all about forgiving yourself and going to that higher power for forgiveness. Don't listen or wait for something to give you confirmation. We get our confirmation from that higher power, and a lot of us have experienced this. A lot of my high vibrational brothers and sisters, my soldiers and soldierettes, salute. We all have experienced this. The higher power has took us through everything. So that's what gives us assurance. And I say always, the best medicine we can have is to always do a little bit of reflection. Remember, we're not where we want to be, but we damn sure are not where we used to be, because that higher power has brought us through everything. And again, to my sneaky, evil people out there, I'm telling you, we are in the time of awakening. You better wake your ass up. What do you think your life's going to be like when you pass over, when it's time to go to the other side? None of us know what's on that other side. So those that's out here living carefree and being manipulative and only doing things because you want to do it and acting out of impulses and not accountable for your actions, and you're reactionary and you're just evil all the time and you show no remorse, you think you're going to have an easy transition? You're going to transition pretty hard. That's why that great creator, that higher power, want us to be educational, be inspiring, because we all have an expiration date on this planet. That's why we're supposed to engage with one another. We're supposed to love one another through our differences and through our challenges, and not be jealous and taken back. And that's why we have to study. That's why we have to stay with that higher power. And I'm talking about my brothers and sisters, my soldiers and soldierettes. Salute anyone, especially ones that are melanated. Anyone that's really in their heart, from the pit of their soul, trying to do right in this life. And the higher power will be there with you. Remember, the higher up we go, the more we go into this awakening, the more we'll start to see those that haven't worked on themselves. And it's really a traumatic thing. And again, like I say, not that we know everything, but a lot of us have gotten to a certain status in our lives, and it doesn't matter what age, because we have a lot of young brothers and sisters that have awakened and have seen, the bad, the evil, the things that they used to do, and it's making them stronger now, and they're more self-aware. A lot of us are like this, young or old. But again, we have some that don't take this spiritual realm serious. Don't take that higher power serious. And another thing manipulative, unscrupulous, evil people do, they want to use the higher power or God or whatever they want to call it or whatever they believe in. They use it when it's necessary. That higher power is not a light switch. You have to use them in all areas, in our down times, in our challenging times, in our, I won't say scary times, but sometimes we do get a little concerned in our body. We go to that higher power, especially if we're doing righteous. And remember, and a lot of us know this, but these are for those in the baby stages of self-awareness. Remember, when you come into a person, place, or thing that hasn't dealt with those things that a lot of us have dealt with on the inside, some of us that harbored it for years. And remember, just because I'm speaking to those that are just starting on this walk, just because you're awakening and you feel great and you've picked up knowledge, you gotta, we gotta be aware. We gotta have that good old discernment that we always talk about, because that's when you will really see things. That's when the blinders will be off, and you'll start seeing those that are not unaware. And it's like a mirror. You'll see the things in those that haven't worked in themselves. You'll see yourself in them, and they'll still be doing those things. And in some cases, it's kind of sad. And that's why I say it's the higher power and those with a high vibration. We laugh at those that are sneaky, those that are aware of it. We laugh at you. And, and I'm talking about, this is evil in every area. I don't care what area it is, whether it's TV, politics, Hollywood. We see you. Those with a high vibration, we see you, because we're connected to that vine, and it's got a hold of us. It's not letting us go, because being a positive, powerful brother and sister is also contagious. We are just as contagious, because positivity is all over the place. And it's more brothers and sisters awakened now than has ever been. But a lot of distractions in this world will make you think that it's not. Oh, it's a lot of soldiers and soldierettes out here. Salute. And a lot of them have helped create this soldier before you. And again, like I say, being awakened, being a powerful brother and sister, yes, we know it comes with challenges. We know there are going to be things down the road. That's why we study. That's why we take the time to meditate. That's why we take the time to think outside of the media, as I always say. Step outside of the media and see who we really are. And then come back strong with good information, that power of that great creator, Mother Nature, and the universe, and we'll be protected from anything trying to knock us down. But we can't be knocked down anyway. The higher power already got those that are righteous. Remember, if you're righteous, you're on the right path. No matter what no sneaky evil entity try to make us think or want to think. No, especially those that's just starting. Stay with it. I don't care what it look like. Remember, this walk, when you first start, you have to expect things to be challenging. And when you keep that in your spirit, you keep yourself in a prepared mode. Not paranoid, but prepared. Because, again, I've said this before, and I'm sure you've heard a lot of people say this. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, especially mentally. In the mental, your spirit will follow and your body will follow. Because what is something I used to say I haven't said in a while? The body always follows the mind. So remember that, my sneaky, evil people. Whatever you think in your mind, your body will follow. That's why you have to stick with that higher power. So you can intercept things that we think or want to do or feel like jumping off of an impulse. Because when you do the right thing, there's no shame. You have to play out scenarios. Some of us know better. Some of us are aware of what we do. That's why the higher power laughs at you, because he's given all of us that power. Some of us just use our powers for evil and use it for bad. And it's sad, because like I said on a recent podcast, the truth is coming for you. So what are you going to do, my evil, toxic ass, evil ass people out there? What are you going to do when that truth comes for you, if it hasn't already? because everybody reaches that truth. And that's something I will always say. Never break, never bend. So again, the higher power and my high vibrational brothers and sisters out there, salute. I thank you. We laugh at those that are sneaky and evil. So I'm telling you, you better change, or that higher power is going to convict you and he's going to punish you. So you evil ass people, entities, wherever you are, and remember, I don't care where it is, wherever you are, you better get your shit together, because the higher power is not playing no games, nor is Mother Nature or the universe. So, like I said about manipulation, I'm gonna go one more time. The manipulation, the action of manipulating something or someone in a skillful manner, good or bad. Remember, manipulation can be used for good. You know, if you're trying to do something righteous, or if you're trying to get some energy out, and you have to use a little manipulation. But like again, you got some evil people that use this for bad. And I always tell those, you know, if I run into them, if you have gifts, talents, use them for good, because what we do righteous in the present will always benefit us in the future. And that's to my righteous brothers and sisters out there, my soldiers and soldierettes, those in the beginning that's finally reached that success state in your mind. Stay with it. Don't give up. Remember, if you feel any confusion, you go to that higher power and he will help you. And he will put the right things and the right choices in your spirit, but you have to stay with it. And you have to stay away from negative energy and people that have negative energy, because we all have instincts. Again, I said, the spirit never lies. Listen to that spirit. And you evil people, you better start listening to that voice on the inside and stop ignoring it, because it's going to ignore you in time, and the higher power is going to turn its back on you. So you better get it together, my evil ass people, because the higher power is laughing at you. And those, like I said, my high powered soldiers and soldierettes out there, salute. We laugh at you. So that's my positive thought. That's my real thought. That's my positive thought. And thank my higher power for blessing my family, your family, and blessing this and giving the blessings of this world, teachings and education and fire and inspiration from my great brothers and sisters out there that's doing the righteous thing. And I thank those that came in to another EBX discussion. I give honor to my family, my children, their mothers, your family. And I call down protection for ourselves, from ourselves, so we don't become our own worst enemy. And the higher power is with those that are righteous. It's a lot of us already know. And those you just starting, don't stop. The blessings are almost to you. You're on the right path because you're righteous. And the evil, sneaky evil people out there, woo, keep on trying. And you'll be forever lost in that mental prison. But those that are righteous, we will be happy for the rest of our lives. And the spirit that we're putting out now will live on. So that's my thought. And I give peace to the righteous brothers and sisters out there. My family, your family. May we all have peace. And may y'all have peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. One.